to talk to us about the recent collapse in market and investor sentiment and what it means to long-term investors. We'll also take a closer look at the S&P TSX Composite and maybe debunk some perceptions about the outperformance of Canadian stocks. First of all, market sentiment. How much is it collapsed by the measures that you look at, and what does that mean to investors?
So this is when we're looking at what is the anomaly. So we talked about one, just like dollar down, stocks down, that's an anomaly. The other one we're seeing is that it's only a couple of weeks that we're off the highs in the S&P 500. And so if the S&P is down 9%, NASDAQ's down 13% from the highs. But again, just a couple of weeks ago, it was high. So we are not in some full-blown bear market down 20%, 30%. That was last 2022, where we had that type of market. But investor sentiment has collapsed. This tariff thing, and it's very interesting. And usually what the issue is when you have really negative sentiment, volatility goes up, is you should actually be looking to buy. That's the standard thing. I think we're a little nervous about enough things. There's specific things we're looking at. If it can get to our level of our price point, we're going to do it stock by stock. But just generically, what's interesting is you've gotten so negative so fast, it's actually weirdly like flashing a buy signal. And so it's just, I think it's taking, in terms of nervousness, are we going to have some sort of waterfall collapse? It's very hard for that to happen with investors being so negative already. It's just bringing that point. We're just having that in the back of your head when you're then going and doing a work on the company.
Okay, you don't see a big market collapse from here. Is
anything can happen? It's really unlikely.
Okay.
It's not even. We're in the business of probabilities. It's a very low probability event. And so you're trying not to bet on low probability events. We're trying to bet on higher probability events. So it's much more likely that you bounce here. And it's interesting that, again, we've got a green screen this morning.
Okay, you and I had an interesting conversation in the makeup room here at BNN Bloomberg about this perception that the Canadian stock market is outperforming at this juncture. And the reason people believe that, of course, is that the S&P TSX Composite, while it's down, is down much more modestly than the U.S. indices. You think investors need to take a closer look here?
Well, I think what seems to come up in conversation, this started happening about a year ago. So we're saying, well, Canada, what should I be doing? I don't want to invest in Canada, at least on that trend. So now we're the reverse. The U.S. is coming off. Should I be looking at Canada? And then it started writing one of our quarterly letters about this time last year and just going through, okay, we're going to pull the TSX apart. One, we've always said for 20 years, TSX is a weird index because of its financials and energy companies, basically, is what moves the thing. And then you've got gold. So again, it's not so. We've had the argument, I'm going to use the TSX to be a benchmark for my pension plan. It's like I'm going to take all my money in the world, I want it to last all through retirement, and I'm going to use the TSX as my benchmark. Just like, well, that's absurd, because you would never do that with your own money. Now you're going through it and saying, well, looking between the US and Canada, and how am I going to asset allocate? And then you go through the TSX and go, TSX does not represent Canada at all. So you go the top 10 names, and they're mostly, if not significant businesses in the U.S., but large businesses. I mean, I just love reeling it up. It's Royal Bank, 40% in the U.S., Shopify's in the U.S., TD's 40% in the U.S., Enbridge, all over the U.S., Reuters, Brookfield, all in the U.S., BMO Harris, Constellation, U.S., and then CP is in, U.S. and Mexico. You don't get a Canadian business until you get to the 13th company in Canada, which is Canadian Natural Resources, and then even it sells all this stuff to the U.S. Anyway, TSX does not represent Canada in any way.
There you go. There's Bill Harris on the S&P TSX Composite Index.